A week before a man who had signed his resignation, a man who by himself, who was not high on grass, signed his resignation, all of a sudden said he didn't sign his resignation. With a certified true copy presented to INEC. He said he did not resign again. And our court listened to that kind of folly. And the man became a problem. And then came several other litigations against the African Democratic Congress. Look at the numbers. Mr. President met 87 million multidimensionally poor Nigerians. As we speak today, 140 million multidimensionally poor Nigerians live in Nigeria. I said it on a sister station that there are 35 million acutely hungry Nigerians. Hungry. Like people who wake up in the morning, don't know where the next meal will come from. 35 million. If we form a federal republic of hungry Nigerians and make President Tinubu president of the Federal Republic of Hungry Nigerians, it will be the same size as the country of Ghana. It will be bigger than the country of Benin Republic. It will be half the country of South Africa. Where will President Tinubu campaign in 2027? Where? Is it in Edo, where I come from? Although the governor is kidding by saying he will give the president 2.5 million votes, which is another form of craziness that I have never seen in my life. In 2023, total number of registered voters 2,250,000 about. But my governor wants to bring out 2.5 million votes from 2,250,000 registered voters. So we will need about 250,000 ghosts to vote. That is assuming that everybody living in Edo votes for Tinubu. Let me quickly put this on record. When Comrade Adams Oshomole was running for re-election in 2012, he invited Mr. Peter Obi to commission Akpakpava Road in Benin. At that commissioning, Mr. Comrade Adams Oshomole pronounced Mr. Peter Obi as the best governor in Nigeria. Let him deny it.
It is said that in life you are in debt. So we look at all the options. Supposing the Court of Appeal oppose this judgment and Peter Obi is off the ballot, what do you think will happen? Will he still be on the ballot? And if it's otherwise, what happens to the millions of Nigerians that look up to him?
Peter Obi will be on the ballot.
Even if the appeal court upholds the judgment of the Federal High Court local judge?
Peter Obi will be on the ballot.
How do you mean?
Nigerians will insist that Peter Obi is on the ballot.
This message is from Mr. President. He should resign because he has caused a lot of calamity in Nigeria. He should resign. He should no longer pick ambition to contest for presidency anymore again, because he has caused so many Nigeria, millions of Nigeria, to go into hardship. He has brought much insecurity into Nigeria and caused the youth to be unemployed. He should also resign because he is not suited to become president. Millions of Nigerian people are hungry, are out there. They can't even get food to eat. Over 35 million people are dying of hunger. And what the governors, what the politicians, the key politicians, all their ambition is to go for second term. All their ambition is for them to safeguard their seats so that they can steal more money from government pockets. They can steal more money and enlarge themselves and send their children abroad. And they are coming to promise Tinubu over 2.5 million votes in order for him to win 2027 election. What are they telling us? It really means that this politician does not even care about the poor masses, does not even care about ordinary citizens, ordinary Nigeria, how they are feeling, how they are suffering. They don't even care about them. All they care is about their pocket, stealing money and promising president to go for second term. That is why they went ahead to do their nonsense things, went ahead to they went to court in order for them to disregister NDC, because NDC is seen as the only party that can win them, the only party that can defeat Tinubu. My people, let me tell you from what all this man have said. You see, NDC is a party, is an organization who has fully been registered through INEC because the High Court has passed a judicial procedure that that NDC must be registered because the INEC took NDC in order for them to register because of the fear of who? P2B. They do all that this thing, Timothy last Calabar. At the end of the day, NDC meet all the judicial requirement and the party was registered and the court instructed INEC to make the register NDC and they went ahead. They do all their necessary registration. They have moved and have all their aspirant candidates who will contest election in 2027, which we have Peter Obi for vice president, Peter Obi for presidency, Rabi Kwakwaso for vice presidency, and we have other people who come up for various key positions, such as the Senate, and we have 11 members who pick for House of Rep. We have as assembly member also. They did all the necessary primary and all other key executive positions that was generally accepted by INEC. From nowhere, a party since Tinubu have now sit down to strategize that if we don't do this man so-called P2B is going to win 2027 election. They went ahead to strategize everything and now brought a party that come out to suit NDC. That this name was their initial name. That NDC went and carried their logo. So NDC is not qualified to run election. This means is just like P2B should not be on the ballot box. That NDC is not qualified to contest election, to run election for their candidates. That they should include their judicial suit. Whereas people have done this before and the court gave order. My own take is that if INEC, if the judiciary accept to put it in their own suit, it is a disgrace to the judiciary because they look at the judiciary, they don't know what they are doing. Yes, they don't know what they are doing. And you see that judiciary are now being part of politics. They're not part of bribing and corruption. That is how they don't longer do things straightforward the way they are supposed to be. If they see white now, they turn to black. That is the way I put it. And whosoever is going to put it lack knowledge, lack sense, because we are seeing this openly. If it was your logo, why do you come out since and said it to be included in the lawsuit? But since you now see that the P2B have now come out on the NDC to contest as the president, to contest for president, you're not coming out to say that this logo is your own, that the NDC is not qualified to contest election. How do you reason this thing? So, my people, this is just the fear of P2B and Parabu Pampaso in NDC. Now, let me give you an instance. For instance, now let me explain it to a layman understanding. So let me break it down. Now, maybe a couple got married and impregnated his wife. At the process of giving birth, they lost the baby. And they all agreed, the couple all agreed to name that child Abraham. I'm just sitting an instant. And they lost the child. And another couple, maybe in the same yard or in a different place, they got pregnant, got the wife pregnant, and they decided to name their son Abraham. And when they gave birth, they named their son Abraham. And at the same time, this other couple that lost the child is now coming to claim Abraham that was giving birth to another couple, to a different couple. Is it possible? It is not possible because Abraham is from a different place. And since you lost your own, your own cannot come out. Give someone the name again, Abraham. It's not possible. That is what the NDC are doing. Since the PCM cannot meet up with the legislation in 2015, because they said that in 2015 they wanted to register, but if you cannot meet up the required, they do not register. Since they cannot meet up with the requirement in 2015, then now in 2026, NDC was able to meet the judicial requirement and was not carrying the logo. How is it possible that NDC should not contest election? This, I can see that these are the plans of the All Progressive Congress. They are the monkey hand behind this. Because of the fear, because of how Nigerian people are turning their back, how the northern people are turning their back. So they want to use this thing in order for Peter Obi not to be on the ballot box on 2027 election. But it cannot be possible. Because of why? Let's look at the APC government. Since the APC government entered takeover from takeover government, we have registered almost 13 school kidnapping. More than 13 school kidnapping here and there. People are being kidnapped on a daily basis. They are not taking it as business now. Let's look at the hand of bandit, which is the insecurity issue. People that are terrorizing Nigeria right now. APC government, Tinubu take over, and bandit increase. They are now killing people, killing Christians, killing more people, kidnapping people, terrorizing everywhere. Let's go to the economic situation of Nigeria. We see that our average Nigeria cannot provide 2 square meals again in Nigeria. Since Tinubu take over, people are dying of hunger. Millions of people are dying of hunger. They can no longer eat food again. And you're coming to come out to say, we should vote for you in 2027. What is the future you have for us? Are you going to come and kill us once and for all? Is that what you're coming to do for us? And your wife is coming out to say that people should go and start akara business and kili and groundnut business. Is that what a first lady is supposed to say to Nigerians? That is the only hope we can give to Nigeria. And people are there in the Asuro stealing Nigerian money to feed yourself, to fly your children outside the country, and you do not even care for average Nigeria. And you are coming. All the governors are promising you 2.70 million votes in order for you to come and put us in high rate of poverty, in order for you to finish us, in order for you to see. We need a vibrant government that can transform Nigeria, and that we have seen it in the lives of Peter Obi. Peter Obi is the only person who has fat, who is, I can call it said to do somebody. Whatever he promises, give us. Tinubu promised us renewed hope and end up giving us hunger, end up giving us insecurity, end up making our economy and people to suffer in a very hardship that people cannot even understand. People are suffering. The poor masses are suffering. You promise us renewed hope. And 2027, you have still promising us that you have been trying, you're going to transform Nigeria. What do you want to transform Nigeria to? Is it giving us bandits or making everyone to join bandits? What are you trying to do in 2027? We need a person. We need someone who can transform Nigeria. We need a better person that can face Nigeria. We have all the resources that they take, but these people are taking it out from us. They are borrowing money, and you say borrowing money is not a bad thing. You keep borrowing money. Where are all this money going? What are the improvements? You borrow money and we don't see what you're using the money to do. So P2B must be on the ballot box. Let's listen to what this other man is going to say, and please drop your honest thought in the comment section. Let's listen to this man because he's going to break down and give us evidence why Tinubu should not be on the ballot box. Let's listen to him.
Tinubu. His hope, and I can guarantee you that hope will be hopeless eventually. His hope is that he will not be facing a formidable opposition candidate in the next presidential election. I give you classical examples. Peter Obi has been hounded from Labour Party to ADC and now to NDC as we speak. Just very recently, the ADC was deregistered and re-registered almost within a week. So you see a systematic attempt, a war of attrition to degrade opposition voices and opposition elements. Even those of us in the activism space. Justice Crack had reported the objective living conditions of our troops in the front line. The guy was kidnapped here in Abuja, in an operation that plausible deniability can be maintained. Because these guys did not wear any uniform. They even lied to him that they were from the DSS, only for us to find out later that they were members of the Counterintelligence Command of the Directorate of Military Intelligence. Shamefully so. Until today, no one has come to apologize. Keep in mind, they were not after those who took the money meant to feed the soldiers. I mean, our soldiers were not eating well. You did not target those who took that money, who misappropriated that money. You did not deal with those. Your focus was on the person who reported it, a citizen journalist, a videographer. That was your target. And it is disgraceful to the extreme. And you see, this government has come to the ultimate conclusion that they are unre-electable. No sane Nigerian will cast his vote for this government. They do their polls all the time. They do it all the time. And they have come to that conclusion that they cannot win a fair game of election. So they must invent chaos. Look, I give you an unconventional example. You see, when lunatics are running the show, when someone who is crazy takes your phone and is running, a lunatic, someone who is actually a lunatic, if you want to retrieve that item from that lunatic, he will want to bring down the roof of this house. The whole idea is not because he's more powerful than you. The whole idea is to scare you so that you just say, well, I'm a decent man. How can I dress like this and be dragging with this rather crazy person? And that is exactly what we are facing. They have embezzled the country. They are looting right, front, left, and center. Our budgets are unfunded. Some are defunded. A whole Ministry of Health, 36 million. That ministers are now crying. The spokesman to the president had come on TV to say that ministers are running ministry with their personal resources. And these people claim that they remove subsidy and they have more resources, but they cannot run ministries. Ministries run with the minister's resources. I'm quoting the presidential spokesman, no less personality. And then at the end of the day, you see that these people have come to that conclusion that they cannot win. Because they cannot win, they must pull down the house. They must create chaos. They must discourage Nigerians. Look at the numbers. Mr. President met 87 million multidimensionally poor Nigerians.